You have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before.
He's got guns and he's got semen-coated VHS tapes. I would have went in a hazmat suit.
This is so sad.
All of it means something a little different to me than it does to everybody else.
Damn.
Whew.
And because Jag knew about this for years.
So what's next, Jag? What happens next? You know?
Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said, in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have.
I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected. There's not a day that's gone by in the past 4 years that I don't acknowledge that because of what I choose to do, I might lose my life today. That's a reality. I could let that freak me out. I could let that make me scared. Or I could say, I got good friends, people that believe in me. And I'm just going to keep going full throttle.
The hip-hop landscape is rattled again as unsettling leaks surface, coded messages circulate, and the fear surrounding a targeted artist becomes impossible to ignore. Now the spotlight shifts to Diddy and Jaguar Wright, with 50 Cent cutting through the noise not to stir chaos, but to underscore a far more disturbing reality. What once felt like gossip has evolved into a volatile chain of broken trust, concealed motives, and unchecked influence, hinting at secrets the industry has long buried. Once celebrated for her raw talent and unfiltered courage, Jaguar Wright now stands at the crossroads of strength and fragility, her recent words sounding less like commentary and more like warnings from someone under immense pressure. "I'm tired of living in fear," she shared, a statement that froze fans who now sense authenticity rather than theatrics. This is no longer the fearless performer gracing iconic stages, but a voice boxed in by unseen powers, exposing the true price of honesty in a system sustained by silence. The question isn't if Jaguar Wright is being suppressed, it's who's determined to keep her quiet, and what truths they're fighting to protect.
Announcing me, and then confirming me, and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday.
Real life. It ain't real life.
It ain't real life. Just say. Real life street star. You know what time it is.
He brought you on to speak on Diddy, and it seemed that as if your focus turned to Jay-Z, his wife.
That's always been my focus.
Yes. What?
They're one and the same. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
Mm-hmm. You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly. Let's deal with the sandwich.
We asked you this last time, and Piers Morgan said it. They're not here to defend themselves. Do you think they will the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about
Beyonce
what's going
is
on?
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
Calling that nigga Love and anything that he did love. Brother Love. What kind of love? Baby oil love. Baby love. Baby love. Explicit love. Hey! They never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Oh man, it's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All that people talking about fathers.
In the aftermath, her online presence morphed into an unfiltered digital log charged with anxiety, scattered reflections, midnight declarations, and veiled alerts that left followers unsettled. "They're watching me," she claimed, pointing to constant pressure, restless nights, and an escalating sense of being monitored, each post pulling readers further into an unsettling narrative. The very platforms that once boosted her reach now appeared to be her last shield, a thin but vital connection to the outside world. Supporters scrambled to interpret her words, hunting for meaning and trying to understand who or what had her on edge. This had moved far beyond celebrity chatter or industry conflict. It felt like a fight to stay safe, a sharp turn that made every message feel urgent. When an artist starts broadcasting emergency-level fears and speaking of unseen threats, it forces a hard question about what's real. At this point, the gravity of her words outweighs speculation. It echoes like a voice fighting to be heard in a system perfected at muting it.
With where it just says Jay-Z is the real monster. Now, before you speak on it, to even get to Piers Morgan, can you explain how that took place and why even take that interview to go forward?
Well, excuse me.
Bless us.
I can't say that I sought it out because I didn't. Truth is we didn't see it coming. But I have to credit Odell.
Shout out Odeezy.
My love. I have to credit him because since we've combined and joined forces and become a hell of an investigative journalism team. See, I'm the content, I'm the passion, I'm the voice. I'm also the brain, but I do too much by myself. That's the brain. That's the administrator. That's the bloodhound. And there were so many people that hacked into so many of my accounts. People didn't even know how to get in touch with me anymore. And Odell created that lane. And they reached out to him. Piers Morgan's producers called him directly. And we talked about it briefly, and I said, we have to do it. We have to. Because the one thing I know about Piers Morgan is he is smart prey. And not only is he smart prey, he is a great conductor of information. He also vets things viciously. And I want to thank you for that. Because if my word is good enough to make it through Piers Morgan's firewall of please don't sue me, then I guess he just vetted me for every ounce of real life content on this blue couch. We thank you for that.
Do you feel that Pierce Morgan allowed you to get, because you only have so many minutes. I know you don't know exactly how the show is going to be structured.
Yeah.
Did you get what you want to say out? And was there more for you to say? Of course, there's more to say.
I'll never have enough to say.
Right.
There will never be enough screen time for me to say. But what I will say is, I'm grateful for the questions he asked. I'm grateful for the time he gave me to answer. And I pray that I was able to hit everything that needed to be hit for the public.
How did you feel about Vlad going after you?
I loved it. I saw the lineup immediately.
Right.
Especially when I saw the lawyer, Ariel, kid that came after.
Right.
What Pierce did was brilliant journalism.
Right.
He created a beef without there being one. And he created multiple episodes for confrontation after. It's brilliant.
It is, Vlad has said, you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
He has never wanted you on a show. He has
Ever.
reached out to you.
You know what? Hold up. Drum roll. Where do I find that receipt?
Oh, we got, is there,
Let me check.
there's receipts?
No, it's on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let me go over here to my baby's channel, Set in the West. Shout out to
Shout out
Set
to
in the West.
running the numbers up. Go there for all the exclusive.
You know, it's so funny.
As Jaguar's messages intensified, the digital space exploded with urgency and unity, transforming concern into action. Supporters overwhelmed her feeds with encouragement, flagging everyone from community leaders to national agencies, as hashtags became emergency beacons, Save Jaguar rippling across timelines. Even 50 Cent, known for his composure and sharp instincts, seemed rattled, reminding the public that the industry has a long record of consuming its own and suggesting that Jaguar's warnings may be rooted in truth, not imagination. Other artists joined in, boosting her voice, some cautiously asking if she was safe, others hinting she may have crossed a line by uncovering something too powerful to confront openly. This wasn't staged outrage or fleeting sympathy. It was intense, immediate, and shared a live collective push for protection. What once passed as spectacle had hardened into a serious, communal call for safety, shadowed by one unsettling reality. If the threat feels this visible, why does stopping it seem so impossible?
Jack, what is the protocol for a woman that's getting an abusive relationship? What is she supposed to do?
Well, it all depends on who the man is.
Someone that's rich with power, like P. Diddy.
I wish somebody would ask why Tweet was so suicidal for so long, fucking around with Missy Elliott. You know, I'm just tired of motherfuckers lying about this.
People constantly covering it up.
Just lying. All the women that have been hurt. You know, I remember the first time that happened to me. Took me 8 weeks before I could cough without wanting to vomit. 2 cracked ribs. They beat everybody the same way.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's like there's a fucking handbook when they sign their record deals. How to fucking hurt a bitch and keep her loyal. That nigga was so fucking like gung-ho that he woke up out of his sleep to whoop her.
That's a fact. Running down the hallway, butt naked. That's crazy.
So what I would like to do, first of all, Jag, I want to say happy birthday.
Thanks.
I know you wake up to this on your birthday. You see
what
this.
What a birthday gift, right?
Right.
But I want everybody to know that what they're watching is what set a lot of things that are happening now in motion. There is a moment where enough becomes enough.
Hey, Jag.
Hey, babe.
It's Angel. Hi.
I know who it is.
Happy birthday for me as well, honey. As fabulous as you are. I want to know, I know that you have mentioned in previous interviews that there's nowhere to go when you are dealing with physical abuse or assault when you're in these situations with these men who are in these positions. That there's, everyone's being paid off in some sort of way. How, when you know that, hey, this is a detriment to my life, how do you go about it? Do you kind of tell anybody that will listen so that there's a record? Do you try to run? Can you run?
The more people you tell, the more danger you are in. Because everyone's going to pick what side they want to fall on. And if you have more people that are worried about dancing with the devil than dancing with the angels, then you're on your own. So it's better not to say anything. You got to vet everyone that you talk to thoroughly. Make sure they're not on the devil's take, and then
That's
you
true.
gotta see if you can find somebody that's willing to be brave enough to.
Because like even let's just take Young Miami for an example. She's with Diddy right now. She gets paid around like $250K a month to do all these heinous things at these parties and with workers, and it goes very, very far. Now the people that she's surrounded with, she's probably surrounded with girls from the strip club or ones that want to be city girls. They're literally gonna tell her, yo, get that money, you know what I'm saying, go through it. She's gonna have all this support and tell him to stay with this man.
To grasp the risk circling Jaguar, you have to follow the names she's spoken and the influence attached to them. Across the years, she has pointed fingers at some of the industry's most powerful players, accusing them of manipulation, deception, and tightly controlled cover stories claims that rattled both audiences and insiders alike. She referenced intimidation, calculated misinformation, and intentional career damage. But the statement that truly sent shockwaves was her implication that Sean Diddy Combs held undisclosed insight into Biggie's death that would never reach the public. The response was swift and telling. Sudden silence from the industry, fading media coverage, and a noticeable shift behind the scenes. When Jaguar alluded to an elite entertainment network exploiting creatives, the boundary between instability and exposure became dangerously thin. Whether fueled by fear or anchored in fact, her words dragged an uneasy truth into the light, revealing an environment where information is tightly guarded, and speaking too freely can carry a crushing price.
Y'all ain't seen shit. It's just taste.
Oof. Wow.
The thing that fucks me up is I know what Boo done for me. But I know there's another tape of me. And I'm just waiting to see where that's going. Wait to see another tape of me.
Oh, she's saying that there's another tape of her probably doing something, and she's having a feeling now as if it's gonna come up. Because at this point, she definitely has a good understanding that a lot of things are getting exposed right now. So that's probably been in the back of her mind. I wonder if what I did 20 years back or so, or 15 years back, is gonna come up.
Me up is.
Seems like the industry is falling apart right now.
Boo done for me. But I know there's another tape of me. And I'm just waiting to see where that's going.
Where do you think that thing stands for Young Miami, for Carisha?
I think that she just slid her top west.
Oh, Carisha's Young Miami. I didn't even know that.
Hey, just like that. Those. I don't know why you complaining about eating shit. It's all right by me. I hate it's like her. The sexy reds. Nicki Minaj. But see, those was already trash when they came. So they don't mind being shit all over. That's why they so overzealous. That's why they work so hard. See, it's easy for them. They used to it. Why y'all want everybody to be hurt as bad as yours? They be setting up just to watch them get so they can feel better about themselves. Don't you want me?
It's wicked. That's wicked.
That'd be the best birthday gift ever. All drop dead instantly.
So are you saying that like these female artists who are over in the public, they're that way for a particular reason because they're engaged in these
to what they're
sort
damn
of
near
behavior?
down for every last bit of it. That they ain't down for the Tootsie get them good. Ain't that right?
Bro, she knows. She was in their position before.
25 years I've been working in this town.
It's just like, it's too crazy for people to believe.
And where I'm at right now, I look to my left and I can see Marina Del Rey. Where I left Cat. And to my right, I see Santa Monica, where I shot my Coca-Cola commercial when I was pregnant with Sam.
I think that THC starting to kick in a little bit for Jag right now.
I look behind me and I see Sunset Boulevard. All those drugs and all that crime.
Over time, Jaguar Wright's reputation became untouchable, partnerships vanished, interview requests stopped, and even former allies kept their distance, uneasy about the turbulence linked to her name. She was recast as a warning sign, the artist who said too much and suffered for it. Still, retreat was never her choice. Her live streams intensified, her tone turning sharper and more foreboding, as if she understood what was coming. "They can mute my voice, but they can't erase the truth," she asserted, alluding to records, proof, and material potent enough to shake figures far more powerful than most realize. If such information ever surfaced, it could shatter long-held beliefs about the industry's inner circle. Yet in pushing forward, Jaguar became stranded between disbelief and hostility, caught in a space where some question her credibility, while others fear her silence, proving that in this world, truth often demands isolation, and for her, that cost may be dangerously high.
Some of the ghosts are still walking around.
Well, Jag, we're so glad it's your birthday. We want you to feel better for the rest of the day. We ain't going to
You
take
know,
up no more.
this time last year, I was in Loose Sterrett. Not that far from where y'all at right now. The girls made me a spread. They made me an Oreo cookie fake, you know, the cake with the commissary. They pulled out the summer sausage.
Yo, Jag
They
is
put it on for me.
yeah. Jag is baking on something good. Whatever she baking on is mighty sticky.
Shout out to all my girls on the 7th floor, North Tower. Who knows where you might be celebrating your birthday next year? Just keep the faith. I woke up on a concrete slab on a yoga mat last year for my birthday, and this year I woke up in a suite. And I can see the ocean right there on the red. You ain't gotta understand me, but please believe me. I don't lie. A month ago, I sat here on this very channel and I told y'all, put the boots to that girl.
You sure did.
Why
say
don't
that.
y'all believe me? I don't know why they don't believe.
What's next, Jag? What's next?
A martini in a black dress. We're gonna figure out a way to make artistry cruelty free. That's what's next for me.
That's dope. That's what's up.
Because the one person that should be saying something right now isn't. And that's Ryan Leslie. Because you were the man in her life before Diddy. He moved you just clean out the way. Or did he pay you to walk away? That would be the best interview in the world right now. Somebody interviewing Ryan Leslie about how he feels watching, and he loved Cassie.
We might need to look into that.
Swoon moved you out the way. And you're in Korea too. He punked you more than he punked Cuddy, and he blew up Cuddy's car. Why you just let
Ryan Leslie was just a singer and producer a couple years back, maybe like a decade back or so.
just move, take your chick? Hey, you said nothing, Ryan Leslie. You adored Cassie. That first record, I know you listen to that and you probably cry. The question is, how much did Diddy pay you to give her up? Because technically, that could be considered trafficking.
Oh, snap.
That's what's next, Brooke.
Jag.
Sheesh.
The saga continues.
Bro, it's like a trickle effect of just grimy actions, bro. I got a cramp. I worked out today, man. It happens.
The response from Jaguar's peers has exposed just how splintered the music industry really is. A few, like Talib Kweli, showed genuine concern sharing her messages and urging people to look out for her, while many others chose a chilling silence, hiding behind generic comments about wellness without ever acknowledging her directly, a strategic quiet that said everything. And then there's 50 Cent, observing with the clarity of someone who's seen this cycle repeat, fully aware of what happens when powerful systems are challenged. In a pointed remark, he warned, "They'll label you unstable right before history proves you were right," a line heavy with experience and grim anticipation as the same machinery that once targeted him appeared to shift toward another voice refusing to fall in line. The contradiction is glaring. An industry built on raw expression suddenly freezes when truth requires bravery, danger, and real sacrifice. And then there's Sean Diddy Combs, quiet, composed, seemingly unreachable. No statements, no responses, no movement from him or the powerful structure around him. A silence that isn't emptiness, but authority. Proof that in a control-driven industry, absence can still dominate the room. Yet with 50 Cent weighing in and Jaguar's messages flooding millions of screens, that control shows signs of strain. Audiences are stitching together patterns, legal disputes, sudden exits, ironclad agreements, and every pause now feels loaded, every refusal to respond sounding heavier than denial. The narrative has shifted into something sharper. Is Jaguar a voice burdened by what she knows, or an artist collapsing under relentless pressure? Either interpretation cuts straight to the core, stripping glamour from fame and revealing what lies beneath. For every trophy raised, there's a voice pushed aside. And perhaps the industry's most damning revelation isn't what happened, but who chose not to speak, because when the spotlight fades, courage becomes the rarest currency left.